peeps, today I'm going to be doing my October mission inspiration, which went live at 12 o'clock. So I decided I've got some spare time, so I'm going to get it done. I'm going to use my indigo blue journal, which is an 8x8, and I think I've done a video on how I decorated the book, and I'm going to be using Bockingford card. I'm going to turn you to overhead, and I'll read out the prompts and that for you, so enjoy. Okay, so as I said before, I'll just read out the prompts for October. Number 1, apply texture or modelling paste. 2, drip, spritz, spray or drop colour. 3, add string, twine or fibres. 4, hide, write a secret in your page. 5, add a focal image or 2 or 3. 6, stamp text or patterns in ink or paint. 7, add a quote, phrase or word. Number 8, add doodles, scribbles or Zentangles. The suggested colour scheme is Midnight Fog and Pumpkin, and the words are leaves, scarecrow, thankful, moon and bounty. So I am going with the theme of autumn. I love autumn, not for the weather, not for the cold, but for what nature saves up to us as a last goodbye to summer, with all the wonderful colours on the leaves and changing from greens to golds, burgundies and that. So I'm going to go with the word leaves. So as with all my pages, I like to give a coat of gesso on my page, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be using Winsor & Newton white gesso primer, and as always just put some on my page with my spatula, get a baby wipe and spread it through. And I like, this is how I always do my page, get my gesso on my page. So just wipe it all the way around. Plus it gives a nice base texture as well, I think. So you can either do that and get some nice texture, or you can smooth it. So it's up to you. So today I think I'll mooch it round. Pounce, as the saying goes. There we go, that's all done. So I'll just wipe the mess up, put that away. Put that to one side and just wipe up around here. And I'll give that a quick blast with the heat gun. Whoops. Okay, the next layer is, well, the first prompt is to apply texture modelling paste. I'm using this leaf stencil, which you can find on my website, Linda Simpson Designs, and there will be a link below. And I'm going to be using the Liquitex flexible modelling paste for this. And I don't want a thick layer, I want a nice thin layer. And I'm just going to start just adding a few. And I don't want it thick, I want a nice thin layer. And just work my way around the page. I'm going to do it in all 4 corners. I've decided for this. I won't have a focal image as such. A focal image, I suppose, will be the sentiment that I stamp, and that will be all about autumn and leaves. Right, okay, so now I want to just dry these off now. Okay, so prompt 2 is drip, spritz, spray or drop colour. I'm going to be using alcohol inks, and I've got, these are the Adirondack ones, and I've got caramel, sunshine yellow, butterscotch, and I've got the blending solution as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, how can I do this? Oh, I don't need my pipette. So I'm just going to drop colours. And this one's butterscotch, if I can open it. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'm going to add a touch of red, and I've got red pepper. I'm just going to move it round. I like doing this, and then I'm just going to shake and then I'm just going to move it round the page, and the colours are fab, just what I wanted. And I think I might get a straw actually. Let's see if I can blow. going to dry this, and then I'm going to come in and spritz it all then. Oops. Twaddle. I'm going to give it a spritz then with Tattered Angels Gold. So just give this a dry now. I'm going to spritz it inside my box. I have a box that I use for spritzing. So that's that done. Always wipe my nozzle so that there's no mica left in the nozzle, and I lie mine flat so that all the mica sits on the bottom there, instead of, I just like to store mine like that. So as you can see, that's done. And I'm not sure if you can see, if I tilt it you can see the mica. Really liking that. It almost looks like, you know, when you at the top of the trees where you've got all the kind of leaves, the foliage, and you can just see the branches through. That just what it reminds me of, the top of a tree, where you can just very faintly see kind of here, like it's a branch, and then you've got a bush of tree leaves here. That is just what it reminds me of. Sorry, told you I love autumn. Right, I'm going to give this a quick blast now, and then we can move on to the next stage. Right, prompt number 3 is add string, twine or fibres. So I've used some fibres and I've cut out leaves using the fibres, and I'm just going to glue them on, put them into position with my Mod Podge when she finds it. Oh, there it is. So we'll add this on with Mod Podge. I just move them, I know exactly where I want them. Whoops. So we're including the fibres and again the leaves. So I just thought, how can I, you know, sometimes when you add texture or whatever and you're just unsure, and I thought, well, this would be an ideal way of adding the fibres, adding texture, continuing on with the theme. So I'm quite pleased with them. So that's that one done, and I will dry it. Right, next prompt is write a secret message in your page. So I'm using 1.5 food ball, and just want to see the size of the leaf. Okay, so that's that done, and then it says add a focal image or 2 or 3. Right, well, I've gone well overboard. I had this piece of card which I'd done, I'm not sure, it's rust effect on, and it's got the patina, the green, and so I've cut out a couple of acorns, die cut them out, and some leaves, and they're going to be my focal, and I'm going to use one of them to hide my message, and I'm using a Tombow adhesive stick. And I'm just going to place, that wasn't clever, was it? I have a feeling. There we are, that's better. I've got some acorns. I just thought the rust card would go really well with the colours that I've got on here, because there are some greens and that, so I love going to the countryside at this time of year, and all a nice cold crisp. I hate the weather, I hate the cold, but the nice cold crisp mornings where you wrap up warm and you got your walking boots on and you go for a walk in the we usually go to Alderley Edge in Cheshire, which is where my husband's from, and we usually take a walk up the edge on a nice cold crisp day. That's really nice, shattering, but it's good. And then have an ice cream at the end of it, lovely, and a hot chocolate. Got to have a hot chocolate as well. So I've not done that yet this year, so hopefully in the next few weeks we will do. So I think I've got enough on there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I need another one of them. And I'll put that about there. There we go. I've got an acorn for another day. So stamp text pattern, or text or patterns in ink. Right. This is an old Sheena Douglas stamp set, and it's my favourite, as you can see. So, and I love it because of this sentiment, and the sentiment reads, autumn is the second spring when every leaf is a flower. And that is what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to stamp onto there. So for this I'm going to bring in my Eureka stamping and my archival ink. Just so I can position it. I'm going to have it there, I think. As you can see, it's a well-loved stamp. I'm just going to keep stamping until I got a nice crisp deep black I think I'll do it just one more time. There we go. So you can see. So what's the next one? Stamp text or patterns. So what I think I might do next actually is I've got, don't need that. I'm not sure what you call them. They're to do with, oh, chunk. Yeah. And I'm just going to stamp around the edges with it. We call them flying saucers, but they're not. They're off horse chestnut trees, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm just going to stamp. Let's see, just have one there. There we go. So stamp me sentiment, me text and me thing. Add a quote, phrase or, right, okay, stamp text or patterns. So I've stamped my patterns. Number 6, stamp text. Number 7, add a quote. Well, I've had my quote. Autumn is a second spring, when every leaf is a flower. Phrase or word. And now the last one is to add doodles. So, and that's prompt number 8. And I think I'm just going to just go around the page with a squiggly line. So I'm incorporating the black and the pumpkin. The only colour I haven't used is the fog. Yeah, I kind of doodle when if I'm on the phone and you ring somewhere and you're being held online. I'll doodle then, but it's not something I consciously think of and think, right, I'm going to sit and doodle or Zentangle. It's just not my thing at all. That's bad, isn't it? There we are. So that's my page. All I need to do is date and sign it. So it's October 17, Linda, and I need to put MI. And I just want to outline this actually. I just want to outline this leaf, because this is my focal image, and I love the colour on this leaf. Love the way the two colours are blended together. Just wonderful. There we are. I'm going to call that done. So that's my mission inspiration done for this month. Really enjoyed it. Autumn's my thing, so all I can say is thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and enjoyed listening to me waffle on as I do. Sorry about that. You can always fast forward. No, please don't. If you've enjoyed, please give a like, thumbs up, share, and all that's left for me to say is happy crafting and bye bye.